Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today I got a team for you for Guild Wars. We have a dwarf restriction this time. It's the third Guild Wars probably? So this is the third Guild Wars. We haven't really had any good restrictions yet, I feel. It's been like dwarf and broken spire and stuff like that. So what was the other one, like Merlantis or something? I don't know. But nothing too cool yet. It's been a bunch of weird restrictions, so not a good first look for Guild Wars for me. I think they should put their best foot forward and make a good first impression, but so far, not really doing that. My team, though, is Ghost King Grimhorn, Apothecary, the Ruby Weapon, and King Highforge. So that's what I'm going with for this one. Elementalist is the class. The banner, we'll see that in a minute. It's probably some sort of red banner, red-blue. We're not using purple at all. We're not using yellow at all. So some sort of red-blue banner with minus purple or minus yellow, I would say. But Guild Wars, I'm going to go over like how to do it, the new Guild Wars stuff. I don't know if I've done this except for on live stream before, so on a shorter video here. I'll tell you how to use the team. I'll tell you how to do Guild Wars properly to get the most points. So first of all, the team, Ghost King Grimhorn, Apothecary, the Ruby Weapon, King Highforge. You almost always want to do Elementalist when you're doing Guild Wars or PvP if it's going to be difficult, if you're trying to just win, if you're not farming, if you're not trying to go fast, which that's what Guild Wars is. We're not trying to go fast, we're trying to be careful, we're trying to be slow, we're just trying to win. So Elementalist is perfect for that. And then you want to use Orpheus medals, no matter what pretty much, even if you have a cleanse, because you'll see on my last fight, they have Queen Beatrix, but if they never get her up, like, then they can't. Yeah, I mean, they can get extra turns, but I don't know. Just feel like Orpheus and Elementalist if you just really want to be careful and make sure you win. Some sort of cleanse on your team is great as well. Like I have Apothecary for cleanse. Yeah, our strat here is we're doing true damage. So we got Ghost King Grimhorn who does true damage to 2 enemies and then turns yellow into Doomskull. And then we have Apothecary who turns brown, any color at once, into brown and then cleanses the whole team. We have the Ruby Weapon, who's going to hit all enemies with true damage, blow up, place booty gems, and then blow them up. And then we have a Summon. So a lot of stuff on this team. It's not the best team I've ever made. Like, I'm mana blocking. I don't love Ghost King Grimhorn. Like, Apothecary is an old mana generator. The only good thing on our team, really, is the Ruby Weapon. And that's kind of what I built the team around. Since we can use any weapon that we want, why not use one of the best damage weapons in the game? So there's not a lot of damage in this one. We have a 50% start with the King Highforge. We have Apothecary, you have Gimlet. But as far as damage dealers, there's really nothing that great. It's a lot of, like, tanks and physical damage, so to single targets and stuff. So damage is lacking. So you want to use the Ruby Weapon, I feel like, if you can. So our theme is like true damage. So our Ghost King Grimhorn does true damage to 2 enemies, and our Ruby Weapon does true damage to the entire enemy team. And both of them also do kind of like mana generation. So you want to, before you cast Ghost King Grimhorn, you want to make sure he has alignment, where when he turns the yellow to Doomskull, that you get an extra turn. And then the Ruby Weapon, you cast it if you just, you don't have alignment for the Ghost King Grimhorn. The Apothecary's there for a cleanse. The Apothecary's there to get up the Ruby Weapon. So the Ruby Weapon is blocked on red and blue, but if we get up Apothecary, we can get it up on brown. It's fine. Ghost King Grimhorn is kind of like blocking a lot of the team up there, but also, he can take the death, we can summon in. I don't like mana blocking, but it's like all I could think of for this, and so far I'm 10-0. So it is what it is. But yeah, with this team, I'm mostly trying to fill that Ghost King Grimhorn up, and then I save him until I have alignment. I then get up the Apothecary, I cast it, it gets up everything else. Now our whole team is up pretty much, and I'm just waiting for that Ghost King Grimhorn alignment, and if I don't have it, I'm casting the Ruby Weapon. If I happen to lose Ghost King Grimhorn, I'll summon in another dwarf in that first slot. So that's pretty much what you do there. As far as Guild Wars overall, I once again screwed up and forgot to set my defense. I am human. They keep doing this Thursday start that just, it's against my, pattern recognition or something, like my habits, like with Gems of War. Like the events are usually on the weekend. They start on Friday and they go through Sunday. all of a sudden we're having Guild Wars events starting on Thursday and going through Sunday. It's like screwing me up, and I forget to set my defense. So I suck. I forgot to set my defense. I didn't last time, but the time before that I forgot too. So 2 out of 3 times so far I forgot to set my defense. And it's not because I don't know what to do or anything like that. I just forgot. I even showed a video, like to members only, I think, about my daily gameplay on like Wednesday, and I forgot to set my defense. But that's when you're going to want to set your defense. You start thinking about Guild Wars usually, I would say on like Monday, Monday of that week. You see what the restriction is. You start thinking about a team. Maybe you start testing it in PvP and unrestricted against the hardest teams. You tweak it, you keep testing it in PvP, testing it in PvP. And then once you get to Wednesday, that's when you start looking at your guild's keep and like pick one to defend. And what you want to do is pick one to defend that no one else has picked yet. So an area that there's 0 people in. Because you want to protect your palace. You don't want them getting a free ride to your palace. So you're going to want to pick a spot that, like I usually pick a spot that's closest to the gate that's open. Because the most people are going to get to that. And it'd be cool to set a really good defend, like right after the gate, so you're blocking a bunch of people from going to the next step. But whatever you want to do, I would say just, if you're the best person in your guild and you know it, and you know you're going to make a good defend team, then defend the palace. Because that's the ultimate goal that gives the enemy guild the most points, is if they win at the palace. So, but you need good defends all over, because you don't want them getting sets either. So set your defend and try to defend a spot that no one has defended yet, but there's caveats. There's, if you don't have a good defend for a certain spot, but you have a really good one for another spot, might be, maybe do the other spot. Or if, you're super confident in your defends and you want to defend the palace because you want to, be preventing them from getting the most points. But in my eyes, for me, what I usually do is I go to an empty spot and I set a defend so there's somebody there, so we're not leaving something wide open. Or most of the time I just don't set one at all, like an idiot. But what you want to do on offense is you have to fight the gate, right? And the gate's always easy. No one's defending it. It's like the AI. You're gonna win at the gate. The next thing you want to do is the next set of 3. Pick the one with the lowest number, because you're trying to get sets. That's the way you're going to get the most points for your guild, is if you get a set. So you're always trying to complete a set, like no matter what. Like it depends. Like if you're not very good at Guild Wars and you're afraid you're going to lose, and like you'd rather repeat one to get more points, like that's okay. But I would say if you're decent at Guild Wars, you're going to want to try to complete a set. So you're going to want to, whatever the lowest number is where you're going to want to go. So if there's like, you do the gate and then the next 3, one's like a 3, one's a 4, and one's a 1, you're going to want to go to the 1 so you can then get the next set. So you need every one of them to say 1 to get a set. Then you need every one of them to say 2 to get the next set. Then they all have to say 3 to get the next set. So you're going to want to make them all, say the next number. So go to whoever one's the lowest. And you can plan ahead too, like if you see a route to the palace where there's like the least amount of numbers. So there's like a 1 and then a 1 and then a 1 and then the palace. You're going to want to go that route so you can hit the lowest. You want to hit as many of the lowest numbers that you can to make them higher. You don't want to be going to a spot where 14 people have already won, or 10 people won here, 2 people won here, and 10 people won there. You want to go to the 2. So you might have to plan ahead a little bit and which way you go, because if there's a 1 up in the upper left hand corner but there's not any 1s anywhere else, like there's 2s, 3s, 4s, you're going to want to go hit that 1. So you might have to go up the left side where people have already won a bunch, but you're just trying to get to that 1 to complete that set. So whatever you got to do to complete a set, basically. So if there's just 1 there, you're going to want to hunt down that 1 and make it a 2, so you can get 1,000 extra points. If there's a bunch of 2s, or if there's 1, 2, and everything else is 3 plus, you're going to want to hunt down that 2 and turn it to a 3 so you can get your 3rd set. Same thing, it just goes on and on and on. If everything's above a 4 and there's 1 4 somewhere, you're going to want to hunt down that 4, change it to a 5 so you can get your 5th set. So make sure you're trying to complete sets. That's how you get the most points. It's like not even really about winning every single fight and like killing, like destroying the enemy and not losing any troops, and it's more about completing sets. Completing sets will give you way more points than if you go 5-0. So if you're sitting at the gate winning 5 fights back to back to back just at the gate because it's super easy, and you're going 5-0 and like, look at me, I went 5-0 in Guild Wars. Well, you're not getting that many points because you're doing the easiest fight over and over and over. But that's also better than like losing all 5 fights. So you got to know where you're at, how good you are at it and stuff. Like on this map right there, I wish I could have paused it, but I would show you where to go. I don't know if I think I'm done here. I went 5-0, so I don't know. I don't know what else you could do with Dwarf. It's kind of hard. Like I don't like the new mythic. It's just physical damage. It's kind of poopy. Like what else can you do? There's like King Bloodhammer's okay, I guess if you did something with him. Just dwarves aren't very good, man. Like the tankier dwarves just kind of slow. Like some of the enemies put Stonehammer in first slot, and I wrecked them. You know, I don't know. I mean, that's defend teams though; they don't have the same restriction. But anyway, I hope you learned something from this. Complete sets. Set your defends on like Wednesday. Defend somewhere where no one's defending yet, and just try to complete those sets. Turn a 1 to a 2, turn a 2 to a 3, a 3 to a 4. Get that next set. That's the most important thing if you're trying to get the most points for your guild. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time, which is live stream tomorrow. We're back. Live stream tomorrow, Saturday, 10 a.m.